However, as you can tell from the start of the story, Saul had taken a project because Saul was a fixer. And he knew this new group of Jewish people who had followed the Rabbi Jesus were now becoming a threat to the Jewish tradition. And so he took it as his personal mission to fix that.
We all learn that as we age, in our youth, we think that we are so self-serving and so important. And it's all about me, and all this, and so on and so forth. And if we don't mature, then we continue with that. And it's a very shallow existence.
He thinks from God to do God's work. And in fact, he has committed not only to set the young Jewish believers straight, he's going to kill them.
I think this sermon was very appropriate. The wrong track that we take, and primarily when we're young.
I think the lesson for me is that God will use whoever he wants to do his work. And if that means he has to turn, let's say, a lawyer into a pastor, or a physical therapist into a pastor, or a naval officer into an organist, he will do that.
But God wants us to reach out to those who are against us. We do expect there will be opposition, but we respond in the grace that God shows.
We have a lady here who goes down and volunteers at one of our Christian centers that needs clothes. And I have a huge car full of clothes. No, my car isn't huge, but I have a lot of clothes to give to her. And I think that's what the Lord is asking us to do sometimes.
And so we see here when God talks to Saul on the road, he actually causes Saul to pause and to rethink what he's about. And in that, God asks Saul a question. He says, why? Why are you persecuting me?
Dear God, I've been chasing their approval, and it's killing me. And I know the more I try to prove, the less I have to show. And I'm stuck inside my head most of the time.
And there is another tough lesson. Sometimes God has already met people on the way, and he's going to use us to teach them. And we need to be ready to respond, as we talked about last week. But when we get there, we might be surprised at who God has placed in our path.
Just the way God works in our lives, and God always keeps his promises. We just have to keep our trust in him.
But the lesson here is for both Saul, Paul, and for Ananias, the church, to stand with God and let God do this fixing, let God do the healing. And when God nudges us, all we have to do is gently respond. A question, a step, a favor, a service.